Hi, hello everyone. Hello, hello. This is Attorney Marina Shepelsky, and this is my weekly immigration news live. Talking about the news this week, talking about immigration in the United States, talking about your questions, and discussing things that are important to you guys, to my viewers. And we have the best audience here in the world. I'm very happy that you guys watch me. I'm very happy that you guys follow me. I'm happy to talk to you, to interact with you. I'm very glad that I have this opportunity to speak to you live and hear what you guys have to say and answer your questions. Let me know if you can hear me. Drop me a little comment if you can hear me and if you could see me, if everything is good, if we're ready to start. On Instagram, hi there, 1263 says, hello, beautiful. Ishtanuhar Sharohan says, welcome, dear madam. He says, hi there, 1263. Nice to see your beautiful face. Igor says in Russian, hello, здравствуйте. Um, so, my team said to me, Marina, every time you do these lives, introduce yourself because we have so many new followers every week, and not everybody maybe knows my background. So, just to take a little bit time, let me tell you about myself. I'm an immigrant too, just like you. I came to the United States in 1989. I was a child. I was 12. I was teenager, and we lived in Brooklyn when we came here. I'm from Ukraine, but when we left, it was still Soviet Union, USSR. So I went to junior high school and high school here in the States. I went to college at NYU, and I went to Fordham University Law School. Uh, Hello from Jawara Yuba, who says, greetings, madam. Thank you for all the work you're doing. Let me know when you came to the United States. If you're an immigrant and you're watching me, drop me a comment saying when you came to the US. And I'm going to read it out loud because it's really cool to see all the times and the years and the different phases of life in the United States that people had come here for. So when I went to law school, I didn't know what I was going to do yet. But somehow, when I started practicing law in the process, I really got drawn to immigration law because I love it. I love dealing with people like myself. I understand this audience so well because we had a difficult time too when we came here and was settled. And from a young age, my ability to be a good writer, to like I'm good at understanding English, and I was helping a lot of our family and friends with, like when you get here, there's always an application, some program to submit for applying for benefits, applying for college, making a resume. I remember I used to help some medical students, friends of ours, of our family, with their essays for medical residency. So even when I was a teenager, unknowing, I was already a lawyer. Okay, I was advocating for people. I was helping people advocate for themselves. So this type of thing led me, well, first I wanted to be a doctor, actually. I actually really wanted to be a medical doctor because when I was little, I had really, really bad asthma. I still have asthma, it's not as bad now. And growing up in Ukraine, I always saw doctors as heroes. They saved my life, they saved a lot of my friends' lives. So I wanted to be a doctor, and I majored in biology and chemistry in college, and also, I minored in linguistics because I always loved the study of language and writing and stuff like that. So by the time I finished college, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do medical school anymore. I kind of fell out of love with it. I decided to go to law school, and since I made a choice, it's almost like a puzzle fell into everything just became so much easier for me and more clear. And I loved it. from the very beginning until now. I love practicing law. I love doing immigration law. I love talking to other immigrants. And Celia Silla says, "Hi, attorney. Great morning to you. Thank you for being a huge blessing to many." Well, today is tonight is the beginning of the Jewish New Year, right? Rosh Hashanah. I'm Jewish, and it's the beginning of a new cycle of the year, right? This is when we pray and hope for a sweet, successful next year. That your life is full of bounty. That your life is full of the harvest of life. So I want to wish all of you, a really happy New Year. If whatever religion, whatever country you're from, whatever is your background, fall and winter are kind of like a cold time in our lives. But remember, this is just the beginning. New spring, new summer is coming. So I hope that this year for you is full of success and only sweet things. Um, so I guess I feel like enough people are now watching. Let us begin talking about immigration law and what's going on. So, of course, the biggest news today is the vice presidential debate last night, where Senator Vance and Governor Walz debated. They spoke about the different issues facing our country. I thought they were so professional, so well spoken. It was such a pleasure for me. I'm an intellectual person. I'm always, reading and involved with learning about politics. This was so much pleasure to watch. And what a contrast to the circus that was the presidential debate we saw a few weeks ago between the primary people who are running for office, right? Trump versus Kamala Harris. Both were not great speakers, although I have to say that, some people think Trump won the last debate, but of course, everybody made fun of him, saying that Haitian immigrants eat cats and dogs. Simply a lie, simply untrue. And it really brought like a bad taste to people thinking about immigrants generally, but specifically Haitian immigrants. It was just really bad, and it goes to show you the BS racist things that a lot of Republican people are thinking. But also, there was a poll last week that was published that asked everybody in the United States what they think about immigration, and 54% of Americans think all the illegals should be deported. So they sort of agree with Trump. More than half of Americans, even Democrats, agree with every illegal or undocumented person should be deported. I don't think so at all. I think that a lot of people would love to pay taxes and legalize if they were given a real way, a real amnesty to legalize, because they're not going back, they're not returning to their home country, they're staying here. And Jawara says, "Thank you for my work and what I'm doing." Thank you so much. While you're listening, drop me a comment if you when you came to America. I want to know what year you came here and where do you live now? Amber Ness has a question in Russian. I will get to it in a few minutes. What else is new with immigration in the United States other than the debate? Um, the debate, well, I'm going to go back to that. The debate talked about, both candidates talked about immigration. They were asked about it. Both said that they want to close down the borders. J.D. Vance wants to bring back Trump's border policies of waiting in Mexico, not allowing people to enter. But essentially, it did come back already. Essentially, that's what's happening as of right now. Um, let's see. What else is new while I'm looking? Let me know, when did you come to the United States and where do you live in the States if you're here? If you're not here, where do you live? right now. Where are you watching me from? Just looking to see the national and local coverage of immigration. Um, People are writing that the Biden administration right now is already doubling down on tough asylum restrictions at the border. They announced on Monday that they're making tougher asylum restrictions at the Mexican border to show voters that they are taking a hard stand on border security. Under the previous rules, the US could restrict asylum access when the number of migrants was like between 2,500 people and above. And now the numbers have fallen since they declared that you cannot get asylum if you don't come through the CBP1 app. And the version of the new rules for asylum rolled out on Monday lowers the number and says the daily numbers would have been below 1,500 for nearly a month before the restrictions can be lifted. So they're really doubling down on the border. Uh, they're talking about how Trump is not backing away from hate speech against immigrants, just speaking out hate against immigrants at his rallies. Um, and that's that. All right, I guess I'm ready to start answering your questions, guys. And I have one on YouTube. Drop your question in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer. Daniela Oliva says, "Good morning. I sent in my medical in September for my green card application based on having VAWA approved. How long will USCIS take to give me an answer? Since you already gave them the medical, probably you received the request for evidence. And by the way, guys, of course, nothing I say here is meant to be legal advice, but I'm here to educate you of things that happen in immigration. Based on my experience, I see that it usually takes a few weeks, not months, but weeks after you ask for your medical, receive it to give you a green card based on VAWA approval. So congratulations. Hopefully by the end of October or November, you'll get your green card. Guevara Yuba says I came to America in January 2024. So recently, less than a year, I was in New York and now I moved to Vegas, Las Vegas, to live with my wife. I live now in New Jersey, but my office is in New York, and it's a tough place to live, very expensive. But Vegas has a different climate, different atmosphere. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Thank you very much for your comment. Let's see, Instagram friend. Hello from Ali in Ghana. I am Ali Ababa Jana Kumar. Inverness is from Kazakhstan. I am Leah Ali Babanjar, says third time being in my life. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Uh, a question from Hans Squash says, "Hello, ma'am. My stepdaughter petition was approved in March 2024. She had an interview. How long do I have to wait to submit her I-485? She is 15 years old. Can I submit her I-485? She was approved in March without returning. You can do it now. Here, she can get a visa. You can submit her I-485. You could have even submitted it together with I-130. USA is a beautiful place to visit from Hanan. Anthony Stannett, my friend, hello, says, "Good morning, Attorney Shepelsky. We appreciate all you do. Please give us an update on religious workers." So if you have a petition filed for religious worker green card, right? The current visa bulletin is for October. So just to let you know, if if you are waiting in US for your religious petition, your religious worker green card petition inside US. Um, inside US, they're looking at February 1, 2021 for approvals. Okay, so they're working on issuing visas. You can file for a green card if you had filed before or on February 2021. That's if you are here in America right now. If you are not in America, uh, you're not in America, then there's no visas available at all for religious workers. But let's see what happens in November. Um, all right. So let's go back to my YouTube friends here. Porfirio Diaz says Buenos Dias, Ojitos Lindos. While I was in Mexico, Buenos Dias, Mr. Diaz. When I was in Mexico, my attorney called me to go back to the office to pick up my green card. Yay! He finally got his green card. I'm so happy for you. From what I remember here, based on VAWA approval. So congratulations. Men get VAWA just like women, and they get their green cards. And I think Mr. Diaz was away using his advance parole in Mexico, which is it's safe to travel if you have advance parole. He'll be fine to come back on his advance parole and go get his green card from his lawyer's office. Amazing news. Congratulations. Uh, so Hans Squash says, I heard most of the lawyers say she has to wait 1 year. I don't know where that even comes from. To submit her I-35, the application was approved in March. They will not refuse to submit her I-35. It depends if she's over 21 or under 21. It depends. Oh, she's 15. Yeah, you should submit right now. They will not reject her application. So submit the I-35 now. Mio Alert says, good morning. Question: if re-entry with advanced parole from Colombo from combination card, if somebody has a card that's both the employment authorization and advanced parole combo, two in one, is it considered a legal entry? I have VAWA pending. Yes, since you have advanced parole, it is considered legal entry. Inverness has a question. Can you apply for asylum in the US if you were in Australia for 1 year? You can try, but they will ask you about your life in Australia and if you had like put down the roots and had resettled there and why you didn't ask for asylum there. Juan Squash says, okay, ma'am, thank you, love you. Okay, let's see what else is going on with the news. People are discussing Trump's threats to deport illegal immigrants. How likely is it? Like, how realistic is it that Trump, if he gets elected, comes into office and just starts deporting everybody? Will he be successful? So, after promising mass deportations of illegal immigrants, former President Donald Trump is now vowing to come for those admitted in the U.S. under programs to protect migrants from certain countries. He said that he will force the million plus people who arrived under the humanitarian parole or TPS to leave if he wins a second term. He said that they're ready to leave because you're going to be out real fast. At a recent rally, Trump vowed to deport certain migrants, even people with humanitarian parole and TPS. But experts and lawmakers are skeptical if he will be able to do this. And he'll just say whatever, as we now know. Trump will say whatever. We don't know if this is actually going to happen. How can he tell the Department of Homeland Security to undo this? I don't know. So, it is, um, all right. Says I was granted asylum. I petitioned here for her. This is for the daughter. I petitioned her in the US. My stepdaughter. She was in this. Approved her petition. Can you submit that? Thank you, ma'am. I think so. Yeah, I think you should. If they approve her I-730 petition, yes. Serena wants to know if we have an internship program in our office. Not right now, but um, ask me in like 6 months or so. That would be good. Okay. Another question from Porfiria Diaz. All my questions, you answered them. Everything you said happened. Your timing, explanations are awesome. My attorney didn't know that you did know how long and why. You're a very professional attorney. Thank you so much. This is so sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you're saying here. And I wish you a lot of luck. Welcome to the United States. Let me be the one who welcomes you on behalf of the bar. We have, officers of the court. So I welcome you, and the United States welcomes you with your green card. So they're happy endings, guys, here, right here. One of our longtime viewers. I'm very happy for you. Thank you. All right, I think I'm gonna finish up here with that on that great note. I really appreciate yes for you to write this for me. I hope everything works out for you. And remember, if your wife or spouse is a U.S. citizen, you can support right after 3 years, not 5, but 3. If your spouse was a citizen and you win, bow and get the. Everybody have a great day and see you next week. Bye bye.